Greetings from Duxbury, Massachusetts. I'm Pauline Kezer, the president of the Alden Kindred of America, and I welcome you at this time to Duxbury. I'm wishing I could be in Dorking with you as you celebrate your Heritage Days, but that's not possible, but maybe one day I can get there. And I invite you also to come over here to Duxbury. You know that the town of Duxbury is formed by a relatively small number of Mayflower passengers, including John Alden and Priscilla Mullins, and 3 children by that time in 1627, and Peter Brown. You're familiar with Peter Brown because he also is from Dorking, as was Priscilla. So in 1627, they divided the land, and they did it in an interesting way. They gave everybody a piece of the shoreline, a piece of the marsh, a piece of the fields, and a piece of the woods. So people could be self-sufficient. They could fish, they could boat, they could farm, and they could use the woodlands for hunting and also for making their dwellings. So that's how Duxbury formed. The town of Duxbury today is 6 miles from Plymouth. It's across the bay. It's very much steeped in its roots. 12,000 years ago, it was occupied by Wampanoag Native Americans, and today, but its first residents that formed the town were the Pilgrims in 1627. Alden Kindred is an organization that's a nonprofit. It owns and operates the Alden historic sites, including the John Alden House and the barn, and the first site, which is located on adjacent property, which was Alden property, obviously, but on the school lands next door. That property is a part of a National Historic Landmark, and we're Duxbury's only National Historic Landmark. So we're proud to be part of the community in preserving that history. Duxbury was a place that remembers its past. It's home of the first burial grounds where John and Priscilla Miles Standish reside. And the Standish Monument serves as a point of interest and a peak of this community. The town of Duxbury sits 6 miles from Plymouth, and today has remarkable, beautiful old homes. However, we are one of the only pilgrim sites that's still intact and owned by the Alden family for all these centuries. We're proud of that fact, and we try to preserve it appropriately. Outside of that, it was a shipbuilding community for many years, and it has a very interesting Duxbury Beach. The Duxbury Beach is a peninsula, and it's got the longest wooden bridge in the United States to get you over to the bridge. It's quite an icon, and a lot of people come to see it. There are many well-preserved period pieces and homes in the area, and it's now famous for its oysters. It used to be famous for scallops, but a couple of big storms ruined that business, but the oyster business thrives today and is sent all over the world for everyone to enjoy. As I look to the future, I think of us twinning with Dorking, of becoming close, understanding each other, and having times when we get together. We've had some folks from Dorking come over to visit. In fact, they brought their famous bread from the bakery that's there, and we appreciate that. I think that there's so many things that we can do together, and we can take this year to formulate how we'd like this twinning to be. And we perhaps some year we'll have a Dorking and Duxbury, kind of goes together, Dorking and Duxbury, or Duxbury and Dorking, as some sort of a festival thing that occurs in both places at the same time. To me, that would be a really nice way to celebrate our twinning. I thank you for listening. I hope you'll come to see us. I think we have a wonderful site for you to see.